Yes, and today I'm going to be doing another episode of the Techway News, and as you already know, for people who have been subscribed to me for quite a while now, this is a segue that I did start a few months ago, but never really catched on. So now I'm going to start and try and do it again for at least these 2 weeks that I have here. So, let's get started. Today I'm going to be talking about some rumors that have been really relevant in these recent times, and that would be rumors of the iPad 3. The reason that more rumors than usual are popping up now is because there's a lot of speculation that the new iPad 3 will be released in January, similar to other models of the iPad, such as the iPad 1, which was released in January, and the iPad 2, which was released in March, just a few months after. So in that time period between January and March, you could be seeing some new iPad releases. And today, in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of those new features that they may incorporate into their new iPad. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and please stay tuned to watching it. So now let's get started. I'm going to be talking about a few of these features. Now the first feature that we're going to be talking about is the retina display. And the retina display is something that has been rumored for a very long time. They were speculating about the retina display on the iPad 2. Of course, it never came. But anyway, now with the iPad 3, there's a really high probability that they are going to incorporate this new retina display. Of course, different sources are speculating that the iPad might be slightly thicker than the current iPad 2, because of course the Retina display is gonna up the thickness, of course, a bit. So that's pretty much you could have speculated about that. You could have already known about that. So I hope they do incorporate Retina display. Of course, it is very probable that they are going to incorporate it in their new iPad model, their iPad 3. And let's get on to the next feature. Now, another feature that a lot of people are hoping that they will incorporate into the new iPad would be the camera. They're hoping that there will be an improved camera because, of course, most of the people that you know that have an iPad 2, the camera is really not that good. The front-facing camera is decent for doing video conferencing and different things like that, but the camera in the back is really not that good. So people are speculating that it might have an 8-megapixel camera, such as the iPhone 4, with a flash and everything. Of course, that is not that probable because, of course, they're having a Retina displays. They don't really need a new camera. There is probably a good probability of them doing a slight improvement on the camera, but of course, not that many people use their iPad as a camera. So it's a feature that they could incorporate it if they wanted to make the iPad better camera-wise, let's say, but it's not really a feature that is that important for the new iPad 3. Now, another feature that a lot of people are speculating about is that they may up the speed. That would be by putting in a quad-core processor, which by Apple terms would be called an A6 processor. So, if they then decide to incorporate this quad-core processor, and I really do hope that they do, even though the current A2 processor, or the dual-core processor in the iPad 2 is still decently fast. It could get a little bit faster, I think, personally. And referring always to the quad-core, the probability that they're going to be incorporating the quad-core processor, there may be some new features with the OS, such as they did with the iPhone 4S when they put a dual-core processor in it. They added Siri onto the operating system. For those of you who don't know what Siri is, it is sort of a personal assistant that you have on your iPhone where you can use to set reminders, to ask what time it is, or pretty much ask any question and it will respond to you. And it really is a very good system, and I have it on my iPhone 4S, and it works very good. So hoping that they will incorporate this into the new iPad 3, that is pretty much probable because it can be incorporated to the iPad 2. It has been booted up to the iPad 2, but of course Apple wants us to spend more money, so of course they're not going to be adding it to the iPad 2, but most probably to the iPad 3, especially if they put a new processor in it. Even if they don't, it still does work with the dual-core processor that is currently in the iPad 2. So, other sources are also speculating about different features that they might incorporate to the OS, such as they did with Siri, but even different ones. So, we don't really know what those could possibly be, but we hope to see them. Maybe some new applications like they did with the iPad 2, and different things like that, movie editing apps, different things of that nature. So that's pretty much it for today's TechWay News episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe to the TechWay News channel if you enjoy this video and for more content. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's episode. Goodbye.